Hey everyone, and welcome back to Miss Azrael's Gaming. So we're going to get back into the RPG style game of Sacred Fire. So we're going to continue. I believe we were on chapter 3. Yep. And we're going to continue. Okay, chapter 3 is called Smoke. You're still deep in thought, your hand on Itan's head, when a harsh female voice croaks at you from behind.
What are you doing to that woman?
How do you react? Draw your hand away? Remain as you are? Let's see, I don't think we have anything to add. I think I had already done all that. Okay, so I'm going to remain as I am.
I said, what?
Since it's 100%. What do you do? Enough of your scolding. Itane needs rest. Or let her speak. I'm going to say that. The village healer and elder, Igraine, steps up close to you.
Why were you stroking her face, girl?
Her attitude takes you by surprise. She's old and bitter, but usually sticks to lording it over the village orphans in her care. So why is she so keen to get under your skin? How do you react? Does none of your concern? Are you in my house to help or to question me? Point to Itane. She needs a healer. Try to understand her feelings toward you. She's really angry at me. So I use a control and try to understand her feelings toward me. So you manage to focus despite Igraine's hectoring. What do you do? Recall your history with Igraine. Make an objective appraisal of the situation. Okay, let's try to regain our history. So while you have no dispute that you can recall, she always compares you unfavorably to others. You supply her, the village healer, with herbs and the meat for the hunt, as most hunters do. You've always honored this custom, so that help will be available when you need it, to show off your skill, or to make sure the orphans in her care get fed. I'd probably go with that one. You know what it is to be young and hungry. What do you do? Okay, I'm going to make an objective appraisal of the situation. Igraine has been part of the village for so long she knows how to get under everyone's skin. It might have nothing to do with you. She's probably vexed about Wid seizing what's left of her influence. You can appeal to Igraine's pride so she will help Itane. She's still standing in front of you, hands on her hips. How do you react? It's an honor to have you in my house, Elder. Okay, let's just boost that a little bit because I feel like I'm not going to be able to hit that, so... She's taken aback by your friendly tone, but quickly masks her feelings with her usual attitude.
Did you give her anything to drink? Any herbs?
How do you react? No, I didn't. How could I? She's unconscious, as you plainly see. No, I wouldn't dare. I'm not a healer. I'm gonna go with that one. Igraine fixes you with a hard stare, deliberating whether you're being sincere. Igraine nods, content that you recognize her importance.
It seems someone around here knows their place. Oh, how refreshing. You may leave now. You are no longer needed.
This is my house? Just saying. How do you react? You're out of mind? This is my home. I'll stand here in the corner. Just tell me if she's alright and I'll leave. Think it over. I'm gonna think it over. You realize Igraine is just enjoying a rare opportunity to throw her weight around. She wouldn't harm Itane. She values her reputation as a healer too much. How do you react? Maybe we should just leave without a word. Well, let's go here. Okay, so we got people. She is part of the Royal Guard. She remembers your mother. She's lethal. Not sure. She values her healing reputation. She blames Wid for losing influence. He thinks he failed you. He wants to build a nation in peace. Friendship and hospitality. I'm going to give it to that. Okay. I'll up that. I'll just go ahead and leave without a word. There's a crowd waiting. A couple of them give you a friendly glance, but most are just terrified by the news that Rome is coming.
How is Atane?
Asks a woman stepping forward.
I was a friend of her mother's.
The young man standing next to her seems familiar. He looks like the boy who used to hang around Atane's house when you were little. She speaks the truth, but you still blame Atane's mother for sending her away. Did she perhaps consult this woman in her decision? Do you reply to her question about Atane? Recall her name? It's too late to feel guilty about Atane. I don't know. Okay, let's... What if I do this one? Okay. Let's try to recall her name. You're fairly certain her name is Elaine. I don't know, Elaine. It's too late to feel guilty about Atane, Elaine. Just say I don't know. You can tell she's pleasantly surprised that you know her name.
She's just exhausted.
Comes Igraine's scratchy voice.
But I wouldn't credit anything she says in such a state. She got scared. Ran through the night to get home and spooked this girl here with her story about the legions of Rome marching upon us.
The people begin to murmur. Many seem relieved. How do you react to Igraine's words? I'm not a girl. Stop twisting the truth, you trickster. Atane was not scared. Stay silent. Consider your options. Let's consider our options first. So, you don't have the standing to sway the crowd. Wit is signaling you to be patient. He'll take care of it. How do you react to Igraine's words? I think I'll let my brother handle it to get the bonus with him.
We all want the same thing. To be safe.
Wid starts. Plus, I want to hear the guy that plays Geralt talk. His authority is immediately evident. The crowd falls silent. Every eye focuses on your brother. He touches the scar on his wrist, a gesture he makes when he is uneasy.
It's a false alarm! Atane hasn't been one of us for a while, and cannot be trusted!
Igraine bellows in her harsh voice. Wid seems unaffected by her outburst. What do you do? Still your tongue, you old ragbag. We can't take the risk. Stay silent. Try to understand Wid's reasoning. Okay, so you realize he doesn't mind Igraine's opposition. What he really doesn't like is being the center of attention. What do you make of it? Okay, what a fool. What irony, my poor brother. It proves he genuinely cares. Go with my poor brother. What do you do? I'm gonna go, we can't take the risk. Igraine looks down on you. She swallows her words, reluctant to tussle with you in front of the crowd. Wit ignores her theatrics, his attention focused on the crowd.
We can't take that risk. Not with our lives and with the lives of our children at stake.
He continues.
Sure. It's a lot of work to pack up and leave for the hills.
He nods.
But even if I'm wrong, we'll still get back in plenty of time to get drunk at the midwinter feast.
He concludes and shrugs. Everyone bursts out laughing except Igraine. Okay, so applaud, laugh with them, and if you are right, stay silent. I'm gonna laugh with them.
You don't lead us, Wid!
Barks Igraine. The crowd falls silent.
Your mother wasn't even of our blood! I speak to the gods, and they didn't warn me!
Igraine declares in dramatic fashion. How do you react? What a load of rabbit shit. Stay silent, Wid. You can handle. Stay silent, Wid can handle this. Think it through. Okay, let's boost this. Go with think it through. So the elder is willing to risk the entire village just to make a dent in Wid's reputation. In a sense, you understand her. The jealousy Wid invokes. You realize envy clouds good judgment. It lends her strength. Envy clouds good judgment is what I would say. How do you react? What a load of rabbit shit. Stay silent, Wid can handle this. I'll go with my brother handling it. I don't want to lose. The villagers already don't like me that much, apparently. So, oh, got a mindset. Roll on the end. I'm not in control. I'm not good around people. Can't trust anyone. I don't have what it takes. Let's put it in for I'm not good around people.
I don't claim to have the ear of the gods, or to be descended from some special bloodline.
Wind's deep voice carries into the night.
The only blood me and my mother ever cared about was that blood we could prevent from being spilled.
The crowd murmurs in agreement. Wit has proven again and again that he cares most about people, not influence, wealth, or renown.
Very well.
Igraine
If the
interjects.
threat is truly so great, let's man the watchtowers.
How do you react? Go back to chasing your orphans, Igraine. Why take the risk? We should leave as soon as possible. Or stay silent. I'm gonna go with this one.
Your naivety shows, girl. We need to know where the enemy is coming from. That's what we've always done.
Igraine proclaims. You can see a few people agree with you.
Yes. Let's man the watchtowers.
Wid slowly nods. Why did he agree with her? Why risk sending warriors out? Why not leave immediately? What do you make of this? He's an idiot. His decisions are always backed up with reason. Try to understand. So since it's 100, let's do that one. Wid must know this is superfluous. I cannot read today. Superfluous measure, but probably thinks it will make people feel safe and encourage them to pack quickly.
Wid will lead the refugees and the sick.
Igraine dictates. Wid ignores her tone.
Your sister will man the southern watchtower.
An eerie feeling tells you this choice will shape your fate. You don't command the warriors, Igraine. I accept. Let Wid handle this. Think it over. I need to gain some control. So these stories affect story branching. Yikes. Okay, Let's go with you don't command the warriors, Igraine, and we'll get 5 renown. You see some nodding among the crowd and murmuring against the old healer. How do you proceed? Don't get high-handed with me, Igraine. Why don't you stick with your wrangling orphans? Who will take care of Etain? Mention Etain's safety later. I'm gonna be a butthead. A few villagers burst out laughing. Igraine's face twists in anger. A small boy flinches away from her, eyes wide with fear. Sorry, kid. What do you make of it? I feel bad for bringing it up. I'll make her pay for hurting the little ones. Oh, I'll make her pay. You realize how lucky you were to have Wid taking care of you, and not someone like Igraine. How do you interpret it? He's still messed up a lot. I don't appreciate him enough. Go with that one.
We all have our roles to play.
Wid says in a deep and serious voice. How do you proceed? Who will take care of Etain? Mention Etain's safety. Let's go with this one.
Oh, don't worry, my girl.
Igraine rasps.
The real warriors will take care of her. You just play your part.
How do you respond? Thank you, Igraine, but I will protect her. Alright, I accept the post. I kind of want to take the post. Dissipate some of that anger. I'm going to take the post.
Very gracious of you.
Igraine smirks. But the majority honors your decision. You see many of them nodding their heads in respect.
And who will help me? Those damn orphans are useless.
Croaks Igraine again. She's a bitch. Quite a few people look annoyed with Igraine, acting as though she's the only one who tends to the orphans.
That cursed raven child is nowhere to be found.
She continues, oblivious to the crowd. I was going to say, more than likely in situations like this, the whole village takes care of them. It wouldn't just be her. Azrael, the kind, the calm, the storm, the brave, the bright. I put it on the swift. What does this one get me? Provoke and intimidate. Soothe and encourage. It's just for soothe. Encourage. Encourage, provoke, soothe, and intimidate. What if I put it in that? Okay, let's go with that one, which is the bright. Oh, I can put another one in there, so let's do that one. Soothe and encourage. Soothe. Yeah, so let's just put 2 in that one. I don't have enough money to buy these, so.
Why would you call her that? She's just a sick child.
Wid says calmly. What do you do? Think about Wid's reaction, ignore the remark. As far as you can recall, the girl has had a stomach ailment for years, but many of the orphans do. No one knows what's causing it, but some fear it will spread, and they're ready to believe anything. Ravens are thought to portend death, so a healer like Igraine singling out a child like this is serious. She could get a person banished for being the source of disease, which, depending on the season, could be a death sentence.
I should marry her off before she's with child.
Igraine vents.
Enough.
Wood says calmly. The villagers fall silent.
We all know our roles. When the watchman sounds the signal, we leave for the hills. We wait for no one.
Okay, let's get some control. I'm gonna think about the Raven child. She must have a hiding spot like the hunting hide you shared with Etain. Igraine would be the last to know where it is, but one of the other orphans might. The gathering finally starts to disperse, everyone hurrying home. As you also turn for home, Wood approaches, wishing to speak with you.
We have to assume Rome knows the location of our watchtowers.
He starts to advise you. How do you react? I'm younger but not stupid, Wood. I've got this. Let him speak. I'll let him speak.
So instead, you could watch from the hilltop that overlooks the ruins.
He offers.
It's a steeper climb. That's why the watchtower was built. But no one will expect you to be there.
He finishes. How do you respond? Thank you. That's helpful. Trust me, brother. I'll make you proud. I'm spoiling for a fight. I'll take my chances at the watchtower. I'll think about it. I'd go thank you. That's helpful.
Once you sound the alarm, the enemy will be at your heels. You must reach the ravine before we close it off with the rock slide.
What's your response? Save your breath, I know. And if I don't make it on time?
Remember your training. You'll need to shake their dogs with a false scent or by crossing water.
How do you react? Yes, yes. Anything else? Let him speak.
Just head for our safe spot in the hills. Hopefully, we'll all meet there soon. Here, take this shield. It's light, but sturdy. Take care, sister.
Wild says, extending his hand for a strong shake. How do you react? Shake his hand, give him a big bear hug. There's no time to waste. I'm hugging my brother. You caught him by surprise. Somehow he manages to keep a straight face, but it's still funny to see him so vulnerable.
We can do great things together,
he says in a deep voice. Man, too bad he is my brother. That man has a sexy voice. His eyes are full of energy and hope, a strange attitude to take, considering a war is about to start and you could all be slain.
There's one more thing. The girl they call Raven is missing. Igraine or the orphans might know where she is.
How do you respond? We have to focus on those we can help. Lyda will. Wid, I will do what I can, brother. Or, alright, I'll go look for her. Well, I do want to look for her, so... But I gotta boost this, because it's too low, I think. You can see this means a lot to Wid. You leave the house to search for Raven with the threat of the Roman attack hanging over you. You notice Igraine standing to one side, aloof. A few small children wait to follow her home. What do you do? Ask Igraine to look for Raven? Ask the children about Raven. Go pack your things. Guilt. Okay, well, I'm gonna boost this because we're almost to the end of the chapter and ask the kids. Igraine ignores you, leaving without a word, unconcerned whether the children follow or not. The boy's eyes are swimming with fear and indecision. How do you go about this? Take the time to reassure him. Think about this. Start talking. Think about it. Recall how you looked at adults growing up an orphan. The boy will never speak unless you establish some common ground. How do you go about this? Okay, let's reassure him. Boost that. Crouch down and to seem less menacing. Give him a friendly smile. Offer him your pouch of dried fruit. Use your eagle to win him over. Ooh, that would be kind of fun, but it could also scare him. I mean, I don't know. Let's offer him a pouch of dried fruit. He's probably hungry. Steps forward, hand extended. What do? Gently place it in his open palm, toss it to him, put it down and take a few steps back, hide the pouch behind your back. Ew, I lose wealth because of this. I'm going to hide it then. No. Place it in his open palm. He hastily steps back, spooked by your proximity. What do? Crouch down and seem less menacing. He seems relaxed slightly, but he still tends to bolt. What do? Give him a friendly smile. His gaze shows mistrust. He probably sees Igraine's pretend smiles every day. What do? Okay, let's use my eagle. Since none of those were really... Let's do them all. You call Talon to your perch on your forearm. The boy stares at you both in awe. Curiosity wins out. The boy approaches to get a better look. The lad is still on edge, but this is the best time to try and speak with him. What do you say? What's your name? Raven is danger. Tell me where she is. When I was little, I had a hunting hide. Stop wasting time and leave. I was thinking I could ask his name, but he might not be willing to tell me. So maybe like if I give him like a little storyish type thing. The little boy takes a step closer, wanting to trust. What do you do? I would hide there when the big people got angry. I won't hurt you. He's probably heard that old lady. So I'll say I would hide there when the big people got angry. Takes another step. He's hiding something in his fist. What do you do? He's probably going to punch me with it. What have you got there? No one ever found me. The boy stops at a safe distance and looks back at you, hesitating. You can tell me where she is. Let's play a game. Let's try this one. Oh, I also have a mindset. Fear resistant solo check. Let's do this because that little boy had a lot of fear. So let's kind of upgrade that one. Check this one out. What's his? Kind of want to level that one up. I'm assuming this affects your thing with them, with each character. That's what I'm under the assumption of. So I'm almost caught up Detain. Maybe we should go with let's play a game. It seems you caught the boy's attention. He doesn't often have someone to play with. What do you propose? If I catch you, will you tell me where Raven is? Put your hands behind your back and I'll guess which one holds the secret. What if I guess wrong though? If I catch you, will you tell me where Raven is? I don't know. Let's try this one. The boy nods once and smiles. His hands fly behind his back. Left, right, grab him. Let's try left. The boy takes his time before showing you an empty palm. Unlike the boy, you understand that time is running out. Roman troops could arrive at any minute. His hands fly behind his back again. I'm gonna go with left. Again, the boy hesitates before showing you. Ah, you little shit. His hands fly behind his back yet again. What are the odds that he'd put in his right hand? The little rascal fidgets, probably cheating before showing you an empty palm. What do? You cheated. Oh man, this is too tough. Grab him. Why would this be positive with the orphans? Maybe he'll be sympathetic to me if I say, oh, it's too tough. He laughs, pleased that he stumped you with his puzzle. He quickly flashes you his other hand, in which you recognize the small square turquoise stone. The same stones were used in the old Roman temple ruins. How do you handle this? I give up, but if I find Raven, I will help her, I promise. Stupid boy, the stone betrays you. The temple ruins must be your hiding place. That's rude to say. I'll go with this one. He grins, well content with himself. Realizing how far away the other children are, he turns to run off. He stops, looks back at you, and smiles. You return to your house, content with the outcome. Okay, so chapter end. Got 100%. We got 88 experience, -1 wealth, because we gave that little jerk our fruit. Should've just went with the bird the whole time. I just thought it might scare him. So 150 renown, 96 goodwill, ideas, items, titles, +5, insights, +9. So chapter gain was 298. Our influences moved up to 749, which I think, yeah, gives us the next, almost to the next rank. Because E-Grain is 751. Okay, so chapter 4 is Dawn. Alright everyone, so we're going to stop there. Hopefully you are enjoying the game Sacred Fire. Please leave me a comment down below. Leave me a like. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you next time. Bye.